Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, October 7th, 2025. Time's now 9 a.m. and we'll begin our Board of Commissioners regular board meeting. Today we have all commissioners here, as well as our auditor, treasurer, and our county coordinator. At this time, would you please join me, if you can, for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Reminder, turn your cell phones off if you put them on silent, vibrate, whatever you want to do. Okay. Our agenda item number 3 today is if there are any amendments to the agenda.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I have 2 that I'll be adding. Under consent items 4.8, we have a seasonal office support specialist 2, Cindy Wardine. And then if you go down to administration 13.2, there'll be a separation agreement for employee 3145.
Thank you. Here and there, a couple amendments. Can I get a
I'll motion to approve with amendments.
thank you for that motion. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
And we got a second by Commissioner Denny. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Passed. Agenda item 4 is our consent items then.
Consent items today we have are the meeting minute approval for September 16th, 2025. Hire of Deputy Auditor Treasurer Angela Johnson, start date to be determined. Hire Administrative Assistant 2, bilingual Maria, I'm going to ruin that, so I'll go Bautello, start date to be determined. Hire Social Worker Laura Deland, start date to be determined. Hire Payroll Specialist Benefit Danielle Johnson, start date to be determined. Gambling Permit Bravo Sportsman Club with an event March 1st, 2026. And Gambling Permit for the Swanville Innovation School Project event to be November 30th, 2025. And then also that seasonal support staff to Cindy Wardine.
Okay, thank you. Can I get a motion to approve these consent items?
I'll make a motion for approval of the consent items.
Thank you, Commissioner Becker. Is there a second?
Second.
And Commissioner Newman gets a second. Any discussion? I hear no discussion. Let's take a quick vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And we're passed. Item 5 are auditor, treasurer, and warrants.
First item I have today is auditor warrants for September 2025. Background was sent for review. Recommendation is to approve the September 2025 auditor warrants with an ACH and a manual payment totaling the amount of $1,941,059.77.
Okay. Could you, do you usually put those up on the board too?
Put the,
Those usually come up as a item on the board when we do those? Mm-hmm. Like on the screen?
this does,
Is something here?
Like the board action?
this is the board action for auditors. I'm sorry.
You're right.
This is for pub. This, I never show this, but I don't know what.
Traditionally, we have it
Usually we have the board action up here.
up on the screen.
Sorry,
It's
yeah, what's-
usually-
Yeah, usually
going
it's up
on?
there so we can see the numbers.
Yeah.
I might be not explaining myself.
No, because I have it on mine.
It's
So
just
I'm
not showing
sorry.
up here.
Oh,
Yeah, something's wrong with our
Yeah.
technology. I'm sorry.
okay. So you'll have to, everybody get the amount on the auditor warrants? Or do you want to wait here?
Well,
There we go.
There it
there we
is.
go.
Refresh.
I just had to refresh my computer.
Just have to move the batteries a little bit in the remote and you're good to go. Twist them around, you're okay.
I'm like, why are you asking? It's right there. It's right there. I didn't look up at the screen.
Thank you so much. Okay, there you go, everybody. Auditor warrants, we need a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the auditor warrants.
Thank you. Commissioner Becker, is there a second?
I'll second it.
And Commissioner Denny gets a second. Discussion? Hearing no discussion, we need a roll call vote.
Commissioner Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Denny?
Yes.
Commissioner Newman?
Yes.
Commissioner Noska?
Yes.
Commissioner Becker?
Yes.
Byers. Now you got me all frazzled here.
Jackie, reach over and rotate her remote. Rotate her
Got my
batteries, would
batteries.
you?
All right,
refresh.
we'll just move on to commissioner warrants. Background is sent for your review. Recommendation is to approve the commissioner warrants with an ACH and a manual payment totaling the amount of $148,138.40.
Wonderful. 5.2 is our commissioner warrants in the amount of $148,138.40. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll motion to approve that.
Commissioner Noska's got the motion and need a second to go forward.
I'll second it.
And Commissioner Denny seconds. Discussion. All right, here no discussion. Let's take a roll call vote.
Commissioner Noska?
Yes.
Commissioner Denny?
Yes.
Commissioner Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Newman?
Yes.
Commissioner Byers?
Yes.
Thank you. The next item we have is the Health and Human Service Commissioner warrants. Background is sent for review. Recommendation is to approve the Health and Human Service Commissioner warrants with an ACH and a manual payment totaling $91,033.92.
Okay, 5.3 for us today is Health and Human Service Commissioner warrants in the amount of $91,033.92. We will need a motion to approve that.
So move.
Thank you, Commissioner Newman. Is there a second?
Second.
Commissioner Becker gets the second. Any discussion? I hear no discussion. We'll take a roll call vote.
Commissioner Noska? Newman?
Yes.
Commissioner Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Denny?
Yes.
Commissioner Noska?
Yes.
Commissioner Byers?
Yes.
I think I should just go home. Next item is the Health and Human Service. Didn't we just do that? SSIS warrants. Background is sent for your review to approve the Health and Human Service SSIS warrants with a ACH payment and a regular payment totaling the amount of $80,896.82.
Okay, 5.4 today is Health and Human Services SSIS warrants. The amount today is $80,896.82. We would entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Thank you, Commissioner Noska. Will there be a second, anyone?
I'll second it.
Commissioner Denny gets the second. Any discussion? I hear no discussion. We'll take a roll call vote.
Commissioner Noska?
Yes.
Commissioner Denny?
Yes.
Commissioner Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Newman?
Yes.
Commissioner Byers?
Yes, thank you. And we have now reached agenda item 5.5, which is the assessment payment terms for County Ditch 42 tile repair project.
Yes, the background is the Todd County Board of Commissioners has approved a tile repair project for County Ditch 42. The tile repair project is completed and all contracted expenses have been accounted for. The county auditor treasurer and the ditch inspector presented an update on this project and proposed assessment schedule at the September 16th, 2025 work session for the commissioners to review. It is now the recommendation that acting as the Todd County Ditch Authority to approve the attached resolution for the assessment payment terms for County Ditch 42 tile repair project. Financial implication is $74,417.63, and it is a budgeted item, and the resolution is attached. You'll see in the now therefore be resolved that this project is that amount as stated, and it is a lump sum assessed and directed to any assessments not paid in full within 60-day window set forth by the Todd County Auditor Treasurer to be placed on the tax rolls beginning with taxes payable in 2026, granting a 10-year repayment plan at the 2% interest. So individuals do have the opportunity to pay in full upfront, and then moving forward in 2026, if they have not paid it in full, we will apply the special assessment.
Got it. Very good. Okay, 5.5 is the assessment for tile work on ditch 42. We do need a motion to approve this.
So move.
Thank you, Commissioner Newman. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Commissioner Denny's got the second. Any discussion? A simple voice vote, will it suffice here then?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, project well done.
okay,
Yeah.
good job. Well, let's take that voice vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. We'll pass that one.
The next item I have then is the county ditch maintenance assessments for taxes payable in 2026. Background is the Todd County Auditor Treasurer's Office, along with the county ditch inspector, have been proactively working on improving the cash flow balances within Fund 40 county ditches on an annual basis, and presented assessment recommendations at the county board work session on September 16, 2025. Attached are the maintenance fund assessments recommended for collection during the 2026 tax payable year. Your options are to approve the list of the assessments or do not approve the list of the assessments or propose alternative assessment amounts for these taxes payable in 2026. The recommendation is that the Todd County Board and the ditch authority approve the attached resolution for county ditch maintenance assessments for taxes payable in 2026. It is not a budgeted item. The financial implication is $37,760.09. And that's not budgeted because it gets assessed back to these individuals in the assessment years. And these ditches get assessed this.
So 5.6 are county ditch maintenance assessments for taxes payable in 2026. We need a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion to approve ditch maintenance assessments for taxes for 2026.
Wonderful, thank you, Commissioner Becker. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
And Commissioner Noska gets a second. Discussion. I'm hearing no discussion. We'll take a voice vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? And ayes have it. Thank you. And we're going to move on to today's agenda item number 6, which is our Hands of Hope Resource Center. We have a couple guests, and we're going to talk about the October 2025 Domestic Violence Awareness Month proclamation. Welcome. Good to see you.
Good morning.
There we go. So October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and Hands of Hope Resource Center would like to submit a proclamation for your approval. Whereas domestic violence is a pervasive issue that affects individuals across all communities, regardless of age, gender, race, religion, or socioeconomic status. And whereas the devastating consequences of domestic violence extend beyond the immediate victims, impacting families, children, workplaces, and entire communities. And whereas every person deserves to live free from fear and abuse, and collective responsibility to support survivors, hold perpetrators accountable, and prevent future violence through education and advocacy. And whereas Domestic Violence Awareness Month provides an opportunity to raise public awareness, honor survivors, remember those lost to violence, and recommit to ending abuse in all its forms. And whereas domestic violence impacts millions of people each year, but it can be prevented. It requires the unified voice and strength of local organizations, advocates, law enforcement, healthcare providers, and community leaders working to build a culture where violence has no place. And now, therefore, be it resolved that communities stand together against abuse, support survivors, and promote healthy, respectful relationships so that every individual has the opportunity to live free from violence. And be it further resolved that the Todd County Board of Commissioners does hereby proclaim October 2025 as Domestic Violence Awareness Month, knowing that each of us has a role in supporting survivors, fostering healing, and preventing domestic violence in Todd County.
Thank you. At this time, we'd like to see a motion to approve this proclamation of this important subject in our county.
I'll make that motion, Mr.
Thank you,
Chair.
Commissioner Denny. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
And Commissioner Noska has the second. Any discussion?
Thank you for the work.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. We're very happy to have this resource in our area. Hearing any other discussion?
I just appreciate the work and happy we can pass a resolution
Yeah, thanks.
acknowledging it.
Thank you, Commissioner Noska. Okay, let's take a voice vote. I need a motion. We did make the motion already?
Yeah, you did.
He
All
made the
right,
motion.
I got the
Second,
motion.
yeah.
Thank you, sorry. My batteries just got getting rotated. Okay, let's take a voice vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And ayes have it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
We love that.
I think we could definitely do
Kat,
that.
Jackie? Go up front here.
Yeah.
No, I'll do it here, this is good. My camera, I'm not sure. Yeah.
There you go.
Hearing to discuss the 2026 county fee schedule. Sure.
Notice of this public hearing has been published in the Todd County newspapers at the weeks of September 22 and 29 of 2025, and also posted on the county website. A copy of the proposed 2026 fee schedule document is attached for review. And I believe I have a new one listed here just in case it's, this one happens to be highlighted. So these are some of the changes that were made, and we discussed this at the work session. So if you had any questions.
I've got some questions.
Sure.
Okay, under planning and zoning, J, it's the cannabis. Are
Yes.
those set by state?
There were some that were and some that weren't, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, and I like to know which ones were and which ones were not.
Got $10,000.
The, gosh, I'd have to confirm this, but I believe the top two were set, bottom two were not.
And what does LPHE retail?
Low potency hemp edible.
Low potent, so that would be
I'd like
medical?
your edible gummy stuff, yeah.
Okay, and what, I'm just looking at this cannabis business, you know, if they do retail out of that, that would be recreational? Do we have a fee for that?
That would be the registration fee for cannabis retail. Whether that be medical or recreational, that falls under those same categories for your initial registration fee and then your annual fee of $1,000.
We can't adjust those
We
at all.
can, those are the maximum
Those are the
fees.
ones that are set by the state,
Yes,
okay?
yep.
So the way that works is initially you apply, you gotta pay the $500, now you got it, now you pick another $1,000 for that year?
Actually, what it says is that you can charge both fees upfront
Upfront.
for the initial registration, and then it's $1,000 each registration year after that.
And that's set by the state.
Yes.
And they don't consider how much time or energy we put into it,
Yep, that is laid out in the statute.
okay?
Nicole.
Mandated, once
yeah.
again, from the
Yeah,
state.
that's, you could charge less, I guess, but that is the cap. It says, it's a little more specific than that. It says that's the cap. I forget the exact language, but there is a lesser amount that could be charged. It has the language of this or that, whichever's less, but that is the maximum.
And it doesn't make any difference if it's just a grow house or if it's a micro business?
It's strictly to the retail registration. The growing, at this time, any cultivation or any of the others don't require an annual registration to the county. It requires the conditional use permit, and then your land use permit fees, just like any other structure would require it. Which I have more information on that. Commissioner Nosk had brought this up about charging registration fees for the other types of businesses out there. What I have discovered from OCM is that the registration is the only thing that is explicitly said, you charge a registration fee on that. It doesn't say yes or no to any of the other business types, but it would require us to put that in ordinance and then establish it in the fee schedule.
Okay,
So,
and I would like to bring that up under the environmental health schedule proposal. it's more expensive for me to get a restaurant, food, and liquor license than what it is for someone to get a cannabis recreational license. And I really question if that's right or wrong.
I can pluck that language out of the statute and send it to you here this morning, Ed, if you wanted to see that. It's certainly before, because this is just public hearing, there's no approval today, right?
This will be approved after the public hearing.
Oh, okay,
That's what he's done.
sure.
Does
Okay.
it have to be, does it have to be approved today?
Well, you could table it and we can bring it back, but we just need to get it done before.
Oh, the thing of it is, yeah, I would, I mean, when I look at it, it's more difficult to get a liquor license than what it is to get a cannabis license.
And I understand that, but a lot of that is beyond our control, just because of the way the statute and the rules written.
Okay. I've got one other question, which totally, it's got to do with the solid waste. On there, they list, large tractor tires was $20 a ton last year, and we're going to raise it to $400 a ton this year? Isn't that kind of a large increase?
I don't believe it was, I think it was $20 per tire. We're getting away from the per pound
Okay.
price and going, our individual price.
It says per ton. It's listed on the, if you go down there, yeah, right there.
Per ton.
It says large tractor tire per ton. This year was $20, next year it's $400.
So it's switching, he thinks
right
it's
here.
switching from $20 each to
Yeah,
$400 a ton.
I think that's kind of a misprint, but it used to be large tire was $20 each.
Yeah, well, it's kind of a
No, it's by
very,
weight.
very misleading.
Yeah.
We could edit that,
I
that
don't know how
thing
you wanna
to
correct
$20
it.
each, though.
Yeah.
You just put an each
Under
behind it.
EACH or whatever.
Yeah,
you know.
it's
You know,
bo-
because
we-
if someone's looking at this fee, they're wondering
Right.
what we're doing.
I would go, wow, yeah.
And we can do changes because we'll be adopting this on the 21st. So this is the public hearing today, and then we will bring it back on, I misspoke. We'll be bringing
Okay,
it back on.
we'll bring it back on the 21st?
Yes.
So then I would really encourage our environmental health fee schedule to look at that, if there cannot be, I mean, if you do food at all, you have an annual fee. I mean, a basic restaurant is $250. Reinspection, are we not going to ever go in and inspect these cannabis businesses?
Right?
I mean, if they're consuming it,
Yeah, so, we
I
would
mean, if you
have,
put a brewery in, what would the licenses be to put a brewery?
I don't know the answer to
Well,
that off the top of my
I mean,
head.
that's recreational consumption.
So we would have the opportunity at any given time to go in and inspect for the purposes of the CUP. The licensing side is done by the state, and I believe they have routine inspection aspects to that we wouldn't inspect for. But anything related to what we've issued in that conditional use permit, just like anything else, we could schedule a time during regular business hours to go in and inspect it for compliance with our local standards.
But my question is, should we not be adding some kind of a fee or some type of a presentation to environmental health? I mean, should it not be the same as liquor or food?
Yeah, we'd have to have them here to.
I mean, it's, but just my own take, at the very least, it should be equal or more.
I would sure think so, because there's recreational use.
Can we add a yearly inspection and then a fee to it?
I mean,
My question
Maybe
is
we
can
could
you
have some-
add an administrative fee? Because like when we do tax forfeiture, there's so much work into it. We have an administrative fee that we
It
tack
doesn't say
on to
yes or
that.
no.
And I-
And it can be a yes.
I think we have to establish that in ordinance first, that is the fee. So it's gonna be, I mean, it wouldn't be possible to do that between now and when you have to approve this particular fee schedule. But looking into the future, we could add those components and then include it in the fee schedule. The one thing we could add, if you just scroll back to the top just a little bit
Sure.
of ours, the one thing we could add right now, I think go a little bit further, about there's good. Under that commercial and industrial section, you can see other types of permits. For an example, an adult use business
Yes.
has a separate fee of $750. We could just say a cannabis business has a set fee of like $750 additional. I could add that right now. And that's, we could do, and that instead of charging a per square foot like we do for other types of structures, It's a flat fee. Every cannabis business has to pay that for their land use permitting fee. That's something we can make a change right now, and that could be ready to be approved at the next meeting.
And that's a one-time, that would be a one-time
It'd be
fee.
one time, when you get your land use permit fee, you pay that as your application fee for that land use permit.
I think it's a good idea.
I think any fees we can add to it is a good idea, but I would like to have the Health and Human Services, the environmental health fee schedule looked at also between now and the next meeting then. And Jackie's not here
The,
today, but
The one time, I think, I'm in agreement, the one-time fee makes sense to me, which is, okay, now I got it, I'm good to go.
On the Health and Human
is that a
The
personal?
question to me comes now, on a annual basis, is there some type of inspection administrative fee that has to be associated with it to make sure that it's in compliance or it's,
Right.
you know,
They
because
should be inspected annually.
I think, that's my personal opinion. I mean, you could go into a restaurant, I mean, when Charlotte's Tavern tried to get, they were there all the time. David was there all the time, making sure everything was, the refrigerator temperature is the right temperature. The beer lines are cleaned up or whatever, you know, there's a lot to that.
And if you look at the Health and Human Services, they have reinspection fees right here.
Yeah, but nothing's related to cannabis.
No, but I'm just saying, that's an example that
Yeah.
we do like
And that's the same
Commissioner
that you
Byers is
use
talking about.
for food and alcohol. Should not the cannabis be added to that?
Can we just add cannabis? Bill, just add it to the base fee there? Just throw them on the bottom and have a reinspection to that as well?
Right.
I mean, just tag it on with sexually oriented businesses and throw cannabis behind it?
I think we gotta give Health and Human Services a
I
chance
just
to.
asked her to text or call
Yeah,
Jackie or Catherine so they could come and speak on behalf of this if they're around.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jackie may be out with her daughter's wedding, but I don't know.
okay.
But David might know too, right?
Oh, or David, yeah.
Yeah,
he might.
We can-
it's
we can
David
push
is the
this
one
out to
that
the end
we
of the meeting,
should.
can't we?
Yes, we
Yeah.
could. We could,
Yeah.
why don't we push it out and see if we can hear from someone?
Circle back, you mean?
The public hearing time, though.
Oh.
So we'll end the public hearing, but we can bring it back at the end of the meeting for further discussion by the commissioners.
Can we just leave the public hearing open?
Yeah, if you want to conduct business during a public hearing.
I mean,
I don't know why.
we can't do that? Okay, that's fine, we can close it.
We can, you're the board, you can decide what you want to do. If you want to leave it open, maybe somebody from the public will come up.
Doubtful, but.
I have one
Go ahead.
remaining question, if you don't mind. Should we match the adult use business fee of $750 for that cannabis fee? Or I guess I'm looking for the direction of what that fee should be established at. I don't have any basis or time to say what the cost of that's gonna be as a starting point, because we've never done this before. So I guess the only reason I bring up $750 is it matches an existing application fee that we have existing already, which of course that can be updated year to year. So I'm just looking for the direction of what to establish that at.
Do you think it's enough to cover the extra time? What do you think would be to
It's
cover the
so
extra time
hard
of
to
you and your
say.
staff?
Oh, hi.
Sure.
Thank you.
So
And you're hoping
Finish-
we didn't close it before you got here?
If you go to the cannabis ordinance, we do not license or inspect. So, you can't add it to the HV schedule. Go back to the ordinance when we developed it.
use?
Inspections are not done by public health.
and they're not done by the county, either by our ordinance, it's all state inspections. They go in and, I can pull that too, that's in, all the things they inspect are in there.
It also would go to the sheriff's office, right? Any of that stuff, so, and
he's-
liquor's done by AT's office, not environmental health either, so they're two separate things, sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate that.
You can cancel your cardio workout for later on.
Yeah. Get an
Got it in.
oxygen, get some oxygen.
And that's all state handed down, state mandated that tie our hands as a county? Because it's easier to get a cannabis license than what it is to get an alcohol and a food license.
I mean, again, alcohol is done through ATs, food license is done through our office. They're very different things with very different codes, right, and rules and regulations. So I can't really speak to that, what's easiest. As you know, Barb, we've done FPL for a long time, right?
Yeah.
This is new. I don't know. Like, the requirement is we have to allow retail licensing, which is very different than, our other licensing. So it is something to discuss, but I do want it to be clear, it is not on us to inspect cannabis
Right.
retail
Law
licensing.
enforcement's gonna do that, right?
Adam, it's in our ordinance. I know when we developed it, it's somewhere in there around inspections. It's not public health. That's all I know.
Well, I can go, if we're gonna pick this up again later in the meeting, I can quickly adjust that. I can grab that annual fee for registrations language and bring that back up, and then I can look into that inspection
And I
thing
think-
also, and probably have that here in the next half hour or so.
The law enforcement would probably only be checking for compliance on age of use or minors in the facility. They're probably not checking on the products. That's the state of
That's
Minnesota
OCM,
that does
correct,
those
Jackie.
checks.
As far as compliance
They're just
checks.
checking to make sure you're not selling to somebody that's of age,
Correct.
age.
underage.
So another question, Adam, I'm sure you know, they pay a large fee to the state, correct, to be licensed, these organizations? do, or
It's
these businesses?
various license fees,
Various
yes.
different license fees, and as of now, the state's not giving anything back to us anymore, as they were potentially initially. So this is our way to recoup that back what the state's taking from us, because we're putting a lot of time and effort into these damn things, and we're not getting anything back.
Yeah.
Because the state is taking.
Yeah, Adam, what's the difference between the license fees? There is, between a growing license and
I can
if
grab,
you
I
can-
don't know that off the top of my head, but I know where it's at, and I
Okay.
can bring that.
And if you would bring that up, because the fee schedule is so different between the
yeah.
cannabis businesses.
Yeah, I'll try to grab those few things quick. And I can, just for now, I can insert a $750 land use permit fee in there for cannabis businesses. Of course, between now and when we actually approve it, that can be adjusted, but at least it's a placeholder
It
at
would
that
be
dollar
in there.
amount for now. Okay. Any other questions for me? Otherwise, I'll run downstairs and try to get that stuff together quick.
I personally don't think it's enough, to be honest with you.
I don't either,
I don't think 750 is enough.
no.
No, I agree.
I have no basis
Yeah.
of what
I mean,
of what the time is. Right now, it's a lot, but as we get familiar with it, know the process, the time becomes less. So how do you adjust the fee based on that? Right now,
Don't
it's
have
a
to.
lot.
This is how
Well, you
we-
don't have to.
This is how we
Yeah.
recoup what we need back.
I
Okay.
mean,
Can you do it by the size of the building or the size of the number of plants or the amount?
Yeah,
I
well,
don't know.
and that's how our fee schedule's set up now with everything else. We have like, a fee per 100 square feet. We could do that same thing at a higher rate, so it's, a residential structure proposed for 2026, if you go up just a hair more, I think we had a $15. You could do something beyond that per square foot. If that's easy, it's the same process to us, it's just a different rate. So it doesn't change anything. We could charge $25, whatever.
Because it would
I just
actually
need
be.
a number.
It could go under commercial.
And it would, but even looking at the commercial industrial, that square footage is still 10 per 100. Whatever that dollar amount is per 100 square feet, we could just as easily establish it at a cannabis business is whatever number per 100 square feet.
And that would get all of them. That would get retail, that would get processing,
Yes.
and that would get the growing.
Yep,
The
it would be
growing.
just any cannabis related business is per 100 square feet is whatever that rate we set it at.
Growing in an agricultural field for mass production would be very expensive.
Yes, it would be. And again, and depending on the license type, but yeah, and then, yeah, so I just need to know a dollar amount to stick in there really.
If you have your computers up, Julian, just emailed all of us the cannabis ordinance.
Oh, I've
I
got
don't
it
know if you
right
have your
here.
computer up.
Then
but-
the
Yeah.
fee costs are in each of the
Yes, they are.
sections down at the bottom.
Here's the reverse.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So each.
So,
She said
like
cannabis.
a micro business license, the application fee is $500 to the state and the renewal is $2,000. Like just a straight cultivator's license, the application fee is $10,000, renewal fee of $30,000.
See, the state taking all of it. We're getting
What's in it, like a retailer's license? $2,500 application fee, $5,000 renewal fee to the state. That's kind of the big ones. There's other varieties, wholesaler, transport, testing facility, delivery service, event organizer, and then the hemp edible stuff is in here also. That kind of gives you the range.
Yeah. I am just
wants to bring it up.
amazed, I guess, that
So they can see
if
it.
they're
That's up if he wants.
processing this product, that the environmental and health has no say in what they're doing or how they're processing it? I mean, you come in and inspect a kitchen in a restaurant and they're processing things. Here, they're free to do what they want.
But it's retail, so Barb, it's similar to how Department of Ag
Does like the meat, your meat market?
stores, correct, and markets. So Department of Ag covers those, right? We don't cover product, right, the same way. So if that helps to clarify, but no, it has not been discussed with environmental health at all.
Okay.
Well, I just want to say for like, if we need to come with a starting point on what a land use permit should be for this thing, I'm thinking $2,500.
I think $100 a square foot's fine.
Whatever, I mean, it's already very inexpensive to do business in this county compared to Carver County, Hennepin County, Stearns County, wherever, you know.
$100 a square
I mean,
foot, I
they're
like.
probably buying land for a fraction what they'd buy it down there.
50, you propose it, I'm
And
good with that too.
using the resources in this county, so,
I mean, think about a 3,000 square foot building though, at $100 a square foot, $30,000 to put it up, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Okay, I apologize. What was the number we were looking for?
The square foot.
Closer to 100 a square foot.
100 per 100 square feet
Yeah.
to Matt. Okay,
Well,
I could throw that in there right now.
yeah, per 100. I think we should be higher than that.
Well, the state's taking
Well,
their piece of the pie.
1,000 per 100 is fine with me, I don't care.
give them some direction.
Well, I can place that as a placeholder in the time being, run and grab those other items,
Yeah,
and I'll be back up shortly then.
So that, I mean, on a 3,000 square foot, that'd be $3,000.
no, we want more than that,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
You'd have to be more
I
like,
was thinking per square foot, not per.
Yeah.
per 10 square feet would be $30,000. If you got a
Oh, yeah,
3,000 square
100,
foot
yeah.
building divided by 10, that's 300. 300
Yeah.
times 100 is 30,000.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's,
per 10.
This is all good discussion, but I think Adam's looking for direction.
Yeah.
So what dollar
We can still
amount?
discuss with you.
Yeah, and I can put
Taking care
it
of
in
your
there,
business.
if we're looking at a per 100 square foot rate, I just put it in there, we can adjust the dollar amount once you are ready for that, but I can put a placeholder in there in the meantime. And I'll grab those other items quick and bring them back up.
Okay.
All right, thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
So at this point, we're gonna let Adam do some work on 6.1 and 7.1. In the meantime, we're gonna move on to Public Works, which is agenda item number 8. We have two items we'd like to discuss. The first is 8.1, final payment authorization for the 2025 pavement marking contract.
First of all, good morning.
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 Well, good morning.
And yes, our first item on the agenda is exactly as Commissioner Byer said, our request for final payment for that pavement marking contract, where our two options to approve the attached resolution and not approve the attached resolution. And our recommendation is to approve the attached resolution, making final payment of $9,660.74 to Sir Lancelot LLC for the work they did this winter, or for this summer.
Okay. Sir Lancelot, right?
Correct. A very unique name.
Yeah, what a marketing program they got going on there. Okay, we would need a motion to approve payment to Sir Lancelot for the 2025 pavement marking contract.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Commissioner Denny. We have one motion and we need a second to,
I'll second.
that was great. Thank you, Commissioner Becker. Second, any discussion? I hear no discussion, so let's move to a vote. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And opposed? Payment will be made. 8.2 is now our engineering services agreement for Bridge R0405 replacement project.
Thank you. I'll start by just reading the background here quickly. As described in the cooperative construction agreement for Bridge R0405 replacement project, the county will act as the project administrator and fiscal agent for the project. The county will also select and contract with an engineering firm to develop the construction plans and permits so that the county can eventually go out for bids and award a construction project. This is actually the project we're working with on behalf of Ward Township through that cooperative construction agreement. And what we're doing is basically going out and getting an engineering agreement with Seth to perform the necessary activities to develop a construction plan and bidding documents so we can go out for bid. So our options are to approve the attached engineering services agreement with Widseth, or do not approve the agreement at this time, and a recommendation to approve the agreement with Widseth for the Bridge R0405 replacement project for a total amount of $34,982.00.
Okay, so we're the administrator and fiscal agent on this project.
Correct.
And Ward
Yep.
Township's
So
the-
we're, in a sense, yeah, we're kind of the banker and the older brother helping the younger brother out to
Yeah.
deliver this project.
Okay,
So,
thank you. I
there's,
understand.
and as, if I may, I put in the comments there that there is actually no fiscal responsibility for the county, so it doesn't cost us any dollars. And for the township with this type of project, they're responsible for $20,000 of the whole project, $10,000 for construction and $10,000 for engineering. So they're getting a very good deal.
Okay.
You putting in cement culverts?
Yeah, that's part of the process. We kind of go through the scoping and design of the size of the bridge. Our preliminary estimates at this time will be a box culvert. So it'll probably be a triple span box, somewhere between 14 and 16 feet in length for each of the triple spans.
Yeah, that bridge is an old
Yeah,
bridge, been there for many years. Yep,
Out with the old and in with the new, huh?
yep.
Okay. Well, we entertain a motion to approve this.
I'll make the motion for approval.
Okay, Commissioner Becker, is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Noska has the second, and discussion. I hear no discussion. We'll take a voice vote. Those in favor signify by aye. Aye. Opposed? And we have moved it on forward.
all right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Lauren.
Rolling down the river. Here we go. Agenda item 9 is County Ditch 41. It's a maintenance project, and talk about the code and the laterals coming off of that main.
Good morning.
Good morning.
One agenda item this morning, County Ditch 41 Maintenance Project quote for additional laterals. Background, attachment 1 is the quote from Todd Carey Lakes Area Blasting. Attachment 2 is the CD 41 general reference map with the laterals marked. And I want to give a little bit more background before I read the recommendations. So the Lakes Area Blasting original quote for 6.53 miles of the main ditch and 9.17 miles of laterals was $169,000. That contract has now been completed. It was $3.06 average per foot for the laterals, and 61 cents average per foot for spot cleaning the main ditch. So to finish up the remainder of the ditch, lateral 7 and branch of lateral 7, which is 4,156 feet. Branches 1, 2, 3, and 4 of lateral 9, which is 10,984 feet, for a total of 15,140 feet. The quote is $50,000, which would come to $3.30 per foot. So that's for this new quote that I've got, and then in the future, I will be bringing another quote from a contractor with a regular excavator and tree removal equipment to do the more upland section of lateral 6 that is west of County Road 7. That's approximately 1,523 feet. So that's the background on the reason I'm bringing another quote. So the options are to approve the county ditch inspector signing the contract with the contractor, or do not approve the county ditch inspector signing the contract with the contractor. Recommendation, Todd County Board of Commissioners approves the following by motion. Acting as ditch authority, approves the county ditch inspector signing a contract with Todd Carey Lakes Area Blasting for services detailed in his quote for maintenance of lateral 7 and branch of lateral 7, branches 1, 2, 3, and 4 of lateral 9 on County Ditch 41. Financial implications is $50,000. Funding source is the County Ditch 41 Maintenance Fund, and there will not be an assessment because there is enough money in the maintenance fund to cover these expenses.
Are there associated maps with this?
There is the one, yeah. So everything else has been done except for the branches that are highlighted in purple.
Nancy, just a question.
Yep.
Have we ever got any other bids other than just from Lakes Area Blasting on this one, or is
We
it?
got that original one
had the
from
other
the
one.
Grand Rapids.
Oh, and this one was well below. I
Grand
believe.
Rapids would have been 250,000 just for just the main ditch.
Oh, yeah, right, okay.
Yeah, this, with what's this coming in at per square foot is like really, really good price.
Yeah, right. Well,
Especially the
he's a
main
local
ditch.
guy. He's right there. I
Yeah.
mean, this is
Yeah, he
right
saw
in
a
his
need. and he-
backyard.
Yeah, he saw a need and he took advantage of it. and-
Absolutely. I mean, nice to see those guys opening up right in our county here and taking care of them for us.
Yep, so yeah, I'm very happy with what it's,
His work's been good so far too?
Yeah, it has been,
Awesome,
yep.
awesome.
yep.
Nancy, did they ever bring from Morrison County over to Todd County those pipes? Did they ever redig them?
I was there about a month and a half ago and no, they are still,
They're still floating.
yep. And I believe they are still fighting with the engineering firms and the contractor on who's gonna pay to fix it.
Okay,
So that has not been resolved yet,
okay.
so.
I would like to make the motion for approval to continue this ditch work.
Okay. We got a motion to have our CDI sign that contract. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Newman. We got a second. Any discussion? I hear no further discussion. We'll take a quick voice vote. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? And go ahead, sign that contract.
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks, Nancy.
Yep, thanks.
Thank you so much. Now we're on agenda item 10, which I'm not sure who's gonna,
I will be presenting that, Commissioner
okay.
Byers. This is from the Sheriff's Department. It's to add alternate designee to Central Minnesota Emergency Services Board, Regional Advisory Committee, Owners and Operators Committee, and User Group Committee. Background is Central Minnesota Emergency Services Board, Regional Advisory Committee, Owners and Operators Committee, and User Committee have the option to add additional alternative members to each committee. The current delegate is Sarah Booker, and the current alternative is Mike Wozniewski. The request is to add Kyle Drum as an additional alternative on each of these respective committees. Your options are to appoint Kyle Drum as an alternate representing Todd County on the Central Minnesota Emergency Services Board Advisory Committee, Owners and Operators Committee, and the User Committee, or do not approve. And the recommendation is to approve Kyle Drum as an alternative representing Todd County on the Central Minnesota Emergency Services Board Regional Advisory Committee and the Owner Operator Committee and the User Committee.
Okay, thank you. There's no financial impact on this thing. It's just a alternate designee, so
Exactly.
I don't know how much discussion there'll be, but I'll certainly open up if there's any discussion.
No, I'll motion to appoint Kyle Drum as an alternate representing Todd County on Central Minnesota Emergency Services Board Regional Advisory Committee, Owners and Operators Committee, and User Committee.
All right, we got a motion. Any seconds?
I'll second it.
Thank you. Commissioner Denny's got a second. I'll ask one more time. Any discussion?
It's not replacing anybody, it's just adding an additional, correct?
Additional.
Exactly. It's an alternative in case one of the others can't attend.
Okay.
And any other further discussion? I hear no further discussion. We'll take a vote. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And it's passed. Our next agenda item would be solid waste and the Oberg fence installation.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, the item I have in front of you today is Oberg fence installation. In the background is the construction has been completed on the city of Bertram and the city of Bertha remote recycle drop sites. We solicited bids for fencing the two sites, and Oberg fence was low bidder at $17,598 per site. Minnesota Pro Fence did not respond with a bid. This is a budget item through the Greater Minnesota Recycle Grant. This was approved at our committee level as well. The options are to award the bid to Oberg Fence for $17,598 per recycle site, or to do not approve the bid. It is recommended to award the bid to Oberg Fence in the amount of $35,196. And this is a budgeted item.
Okay. So this is a budget item. It looks like the Minnesota Greater Recycle Grant Funds is the money source there, so.
That is correct.
I like the word grant, that's nice. We'll need a motion to move this forward.
So moved.
Commissioner Newman's got the motion, and a second would be
I'll
required.
second.
Thank you, Commissioner Becker. Any discussion? I hear no discussion. We'll take a voice vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? And it's carried.
If I could, Mike, as long as you're here, what are we looking for a date for open house on the solid waste?
I do not know yet.
You do not.
We're
What's-
waiting from some information from the state of Minnesota yet on our certification for our fire suppressant system, and that's taking them, they don't really respond. Much like our grant application, we've reached out to them and we haven't heard anything on the 2.8 million either. But we are very close. I anticipate starting to do the residential use of the building the first week of November is tentatively where I'm looking at. Right now, Allstate is on grounds again today, finishing up the cameras and security stuff. So some of that stuff is just slow moving. But unfortunately, we don't really have an answer yet and to get our facility application for actually occupying the facility. So it's been kind of a difficult
It's been
transition.
very slow from day
Yeah.
one.
And it's frustrating for us and the clients that want to use it because we can't really give an answer because we don't get an answer, so.
Right,
But yeah, it's close.
okay. Thank you for the update.
Thank you.
Way to hang on. Good job.
Yeah.
All right. And we're going to move on to agenda item 12 today, which is Health and Human Services, to discuss a couple opioid settlement funding requests. The first one, 12-1, is the 2025 Criminal Justice Mental Health Summit.
Morning, Mr. Chair, Commissioners. Couple BAFs to present. As Chair Byers had stated, topic opioid settlement funding request, 2025 Criminal Justice Mental Health Summit. Some background. The Todd County Opioid Settlement Advisory Committee at their September 17th meeting approved the funding request for 2 Health and Human Services staff and 2 Long Prairie Police Department staff to attend the 2025 Criminal Justice Mental Health Summit. Your options are to approve the funding request for the 2025 Criminal Justice Summit or not approve. It's our recommendation to approve the funding request from the 2025 Criminal Justice Mental Health Summit, and as you can see that this is budgeted and would come out of the opioid funding, and the funding request form is attached with the BAF.
Okay. The amount of 2416, as they said, it's budgeted. We have the funds from the settlement for our staff to join this Justice Mental Health Summit. We need a motion to approve that.
I'll make a motion for approval, but then I'd also like to ask what is actually the mental health summit,
Do you want to go with the second?
Make it, I was just going to say, we have a motion. We'll go for discussion. Let's get a second if we want a second.
I'll second it.
Okay, Commissioner Denny's got a second on it, and so before we have a vote, let's discuss what Barb is asking for, please.
Sure.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to read it. The summit's primary goals are to strengthen cooperation across sectors, promote innovative strategies for addressing mental health crises, and provide actionable tools for both professional and personal wellness. Anticipated outcome is the development of integrated response models that reduce mental health emergencies and improve outcomes in high-risk populations. So this is something where our social workers, our TITA program, and then law enforcement attends. They did attend last year as well, and it was well received. And we have 2 new social workers, as you're well aware of, that would benefit from this. Last year, I believe we sent 2 from Staples PD, and this year it'll be 2 from Long Prairie PD.
Okay, and is it a day type deal?
It is 3 days, October 22nd through the 24th in St. Paul.
Denise, if you want to scroll that second form, it is.
It is hard to read, though. It's
It
pretty
is really
tiny.
small.
Yeah, okay,
Nope, just that one.
Just that one.
yeah. Okay,
Project timeline, October 22nd through the 24th.
Okay. Any further discussion? I hear no further discussion. We will take that voice vote. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
aye.
Aye. Opposed? And 12-1 is approved.
Thank you, great question.
12-2, our Sheriff's Office LPR camera request.
Correct. opioid settlement funding request for the Sheriff's Office LPR cameras. Some background, the Todd County Opioid Settlement and Advisory Committee at their September 17th meeting approved the funding request for the Sheriff's Office to purchase of 4 license plate reader cameras. Your options are to approve the camera request or to not approve. It's our recommendation you approve the license plate reader cameras. And the request form is attached along with information about the license plate readers.
So if I can, I was in the Zoom meeting when this, it's really interesting, this LPR system, there's other counties use it, but they'll strategically place 4 cameras within our county. And as a license plate come through, they read it, and then maybe it's a suspected offender from somewhere, we will be notified that that vehicle is passing through our county. So we would actually know the ins and outs of any vehicle. It may not be the person driving the vehicle, that's the offender or whatever, but that's a suspect of some sort, so. And the determination of the locations are yet to be, there's a few ideas, but.
It's a wonderful opportunity to put some extra eyes out there to help our law enforcement track the activity that are probably highly suspicious anyway.
Yeah, I think that, we've seen some pass-throughs from, like, one was in Park Rapids recently, another one from another area where the stop actually created an opportunity to get some, abusive substances off our streets.
Unlawful activity
Yeah.
off of our roads.
So,
Yeah.
that's my 2 cents anyway. 12.2, sheriff's cameras. I'd like to have an approval or a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Thank you, Commissioner Denny. Would there be a second to join in?
I'll second it.
And Commissioner Noska's got the second. Discussion, anyone? Further discussion? I hear no discussion or further discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Here we go.
I shared with Sheriff that, Alan, that I would love to see 10 of these out there. He's like, I don't know if I have the manpower for 10, but let's try 4.
No, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, good job. Here we go.
Thank you.
Good use of those funds. All right, 13, agenda item today would be some agreements that we're going to go through, and our coordinator will assist us with these.
Thank you, Chair Byers. For our first item, this is a separation agreement for employee number 3119. A separation agreement has been drafted for an employee who has expressed interest in retiring from employment with the county. Employee number 3119 shall irrevocably retire from employment with the employer effective January 2nd, 2026. Financial implications of this agreement include the employer will pay the premium for employee number 3119 single health insurance and life insurance through June 30th, 2026. Following June 30th, 2026, they shall remain eligible for the benefits outlined in the post-retirement article of the collective bargaining agreement effective July 1st, 2026. Upon employee number 3119's retirement on January 2nd, 2026, the separation benefits and eligibility requirements outlined in the applicable provisions of the collective bargaining agreement and county personnel policies for payment of accrued vacation, sick leave, and comp time will be in effect. Employee number 3119 agrees the employer does not owe them anything in addition to the considerations in the settlement, and then the settlement does include a release and a waiver of all claims. So the options for the board would be to approve the agreement to be signed by the board chair and the county coordinator, or to not approve the agreement.
Okay, 13.1, we're looking for a potential motion to approve the agreement to be signed by board chair and county coordinator.
I'll make the motion to approve the agreement.
Motion by Commissioner Denny. A second would be needed to move forward.
I'll make a second.
And Commissioner Becker gets a second. Any discussion? I'm hearing no discussion. We'll take a voice vote. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? 13.1 is good to go.
Okay,
13.2
thank you.
now.
All right, the second item, this is a separation agreement for employee number 3145. A separation agreement has been drafted for employee number 3145. Employee number 3145's last day with the employer was September 30th, 2025. The county shall compensate employee number 3145 a sum totaling 12 months of the monthly premium cost for their continued employee life insurance policy. The said amount, which is $192, shall be paid to the employee number 3145 as a lump sum. The board's options would be to approve the agreement to be signed by the board chair and county coordinator, or to not approve the agreement.
Thank you. 13.2, looking for a motion to approve the agreement to be signed by board chair and county coordinator for this separation.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Noska. Seconds?
I'll second it.
A second by Commissioner Denny. Any discussion? I'm hearing no discussion. We'll take a vote, voice vote. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried.
Okay, thank you.
This time we'll go into standing reports for our team. County Auditor Treasurer, you're up.
Have attended policy, facility, and other committee meetings. Otherwise, we're in full swing of taxes. Taxes are due October 15th. Notice was put in the paper so the constituents know as a gentle reminder. So we're getting flats and flats of mail from the post office already, which is good, so.
We got
We're
to
busy.
hire a guarded armory card or take it away or what?
Yeah.
No, not that much.
We actually need that when we take the deposit over.
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
Okay, great. And we'll move on from attorney to coordinator then.
All right, I've been participating in employee interviews. I met with a team from the University of Minnesota. We're actually going to be having a graduate student from the U of M doing a research project in Todd County on solar and effects on the economy. So I've been meeting with them to kind of prep for that. I also participated in an energy audit walkthrough with facilities manager Mitch Johnson for the fairgrounds and the transfer station. I attended the facility safety MACA regional meeting, PACOM meeting, personnel policy and initiative foundation. Also, I want to remind our citizens tonight, there is another comprehensive planning meeting. So if anyone can attend who has an interest and would like to provide input for the future of Todd County, it will be at 6 p.m. here in the boardroom this evening, so all are welcome. And then last but not least, just want to shout out to a thank you to Verna Tenyon for her years of service for Todd County. So thank you.
Okay, great. Hey, on the comp plan, is that listed as an open meeting where anybody can, like,
Where we can all attend or not?
what commissioners are thinking about going or not? No?
Man, I can't make that one.
Guys are out?
I could probably go.
Well, it's not that you have to, but.
I went last time, I liked it. I don't know.
I would like to.
I would too.
Okay.
So are you going to go? I could stay out then. We should just list them.
I really don't know if I think they should always be considered those open, so we don't have to, because I'd have to look, I didn't plan on it, but
I mean, if you're not going to, I
we,
will.
you and I can
That should have
work
been
through it, but
opened up.
yeah.
Yeah.
I went last meeting. It was good. I liked it. You guys first.
So we can't have three there, right?
No.
Okay, well, we'll work it out, but we'll make sure there's not three there, okay? And let's not forget, here comes Adam, we can,
If you do that in the future, or when you're
yeah,
coordinator,
yeah, we'll,
set the meetings, so somebody's gonna have to come back and tell us.
yeah, yep, for 100%, I get you.
Yeah, for the comp meetings, especially as they're starting to wind down.
Yeah, there'll be a few more, and they set them at each meeting for the next time, so they don't have like a list,
Okay,
future list.
all right, great, let's start on my right. Commissioner Denny, what do you got?
Opposed from my normal meetings, I got to sit in on an extension meeting with you, which I kind of want to take that one from you now. That was nice.
That was not up for, that's not free agency or waivers on that one, that's mine.
No, it's good. Just been working through a lot of personnel stuff lately with the county and trying to get us set up for the end of the year kind of deal, which is kind of crazy to start talking that way already. But Yeah, other than that, just nothing crazy to report. Yeah.
Okay. Commissioner Noska, what do you know today?
Yeah, meetings were pretty much as usual. Had a couple of them. We had month off last month, so didn't have as many as usual, but we had the housing and redevelopment public meeting last week. There was no public in attendance, as the same as here with our fee schedule. No public in attendance. Hard to get any input on the way things are going without some public input on those things. Hard to motion or move anywhere or change anything without people showing up and voicing their opinions. So we'd like to see more people at these things.
All right. Good?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay,
Good.
Commissioner Becker, what's going on?
Yeah, I went to the extension meeting, but what I like to talk about is the meeting that Randy and I attended yesterday. And that was the MRC meeting, and it was only in-person meeting, so it wasn't a Zoom meeting. And it was more of their annual meeting. But this is their priorities that they put up on the board for us. It was county budget process, CNC landfill, DNR permitting issues, capital improvements, drainage, cannabis, a nuclear and shotgun rifle zone, health insurance, wake boats, union negotiations, agency rulemaking, staff needs, and housing shortage. So that was the list of their top priorities, and we narrowed it down to 3. And Randy, what were the 3? I had to leave early for a funeral.
Upgrade the tech at Health and Human Services and all mental health and solid waste.
Yeah, and that's what the 3 priorities will be setting going into 2026. The other thing is they were setting yesterday already was who's going to be your delegate and who are your alternates. And so we have to get that in there ahead of time. And I like the process where we're, name one delegate, and what 3 of these meetings are at our annual meeting in the cities, Alexandria meeting, and so forth, that those are all in-person meetings. Some of them are Zoom, but if we're all listed, then we can all attend. They did give out a list of all the meeting dates already for 2026, and hopefully we can put that on to a board action that we can all be there, because even yesterday, there were quite a few counties that had more than 2 commissioners attending, and you could be a guest.
So just make it that there's a chance we all could be there?
Yes.
And if it doesn't happen,
If
no
it
big
doesn't
deal.
happen, it doesn't happen.
Right.
But there's so much going on at these meetings, and especially
There
like
is.
this cannabis for outstate Minnesota, that it's so important that we're attending this meeting right now.
Commissioner Becker, if you would get that list to us.
Yeah, I've got
We'd
it
be
right
happy
here.
to post things,
Yep.
but if we're not aware of it, we can't post it.
I've got it
so-
right here, so
Perfect.
I will leave that with you after the meeting.
Perfect, thank you.
Good.
And the next meeting will be during our annual meeting in the
On
cities.
St. Paul, yeah,
in St.
Minneapolis,
Paul.
wherever.
Yes,
Okay,
okay, thank you.
yeah, good. That's good update. Commissioner Newman?
Yes, Mr. Chair. On the 16th, I attended the Sauk River Watershed meeting down in Freeport. Been doing a lot of Rainbow Rider meetings lately. We are building a brand-new facility up in Alec, just west of the sanitation sewer district up there. 2019, our engineer had did a bore sample. Our water table was 6 feet down. Now it's above 3 feet. So the water table is raised. We've been dealing with water issues just constantly. And it's, 50,000 here, 100,000 there, and it's just been one of those buildings from hell. On the 2nd, attended the planning and zoning meeting. It was good to get back into the planning and zoning meeting. I haven't been there one in quite a while. So that was interesting. MRC, yesterday, Barb is right on that. Actually, AMC, and I sit on general government, our main topic was DHS upgrading their frickin' system because it's like 1930 technology.
It's pretty wild.
I think we're getting the attention. But what I found out interesting yesterday, the state of Minnesota the legislators, 6,893 bills were put forth in a 2025 session. Okay, they had 120 days to do those 6,893 bills. So, I mean, those guys down there, maybe we got obsolete laws, I don't know, but why are you just continuing to make new laws over new laws over new laws? It's really getting asinine, so.
6,000, that's ludicrous.
Yeah, yeah, in 120 days. So, the other thing is, I'd sent Denise some copies. This concerned citizen sent me these pictures, and I just wanted to share these with you guys. Huh? What? Okay, I have multiple pictures of this. This is on a lake in my district. Concerned citizen sent me this. You look at the violation here, it's mind-boggling, and I wanted for you guys to see this so I don't violate the open meeting law. It's insane. And hopefully this will get a stiff fine. We'll see, but this shit can't continue on. And I deal with this stuff about once a month, maybe more. So.
Did somebody build there?
I don't know what he's doing.
That's on
I
Maple?
haven't went.
That's on Maple?
There are a lot of stuff ended up in the lake on this one,
Yeah,
like rolled down the hill.
yeah,
DNR should be part of that
yeah,
as well.
yeah. But stuff like this is just, it's gotta stop, and I don't know how to stop it, and I need you guys' help, so.
Commissioner Newman, if you wanted to send the rest of those pictures, I could print them off and put
Okay.
them in their mailboxes. That way it's not violating any open
All right.
law issues.
Okay.
Reporting is the first thing, and then after reporting, it's gotta be enforcement, and after enforcement, it's fining and legal if it needs to be, so. And involve the right, the right parties. So, okay, good, Rand?
What do you want? Adam?
Commissioner Nguyen?
On Adam.
Or did you want, I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, on something like this, we would just need to know where it's at so we can first go inspect it and we can follow up. And then to your comments, Commissioner Newman, sorry, about, I think preventative getting out in front of this is important. And I think as we get this comp plan done, we didn't make ordinance amendments that require that we don't issue permits until that silt fencing is in place and we can inspect it. Or they provide some sort of verification up front, and then we issue the permit after it. And our process hasn't been the inverse of that forever. And we can prevent a lot of these situations if we have that opportunity out front, which, I mean, it's just a change of practice, probably some more ordinance amendments. And unfortunately, I mean, the reality is like, people do things that we're just unaware of sometimes, and we have to chase them down.
Well, there's more pictures, and it'll show the silt fence laying on the ground.
Yeah, and
And
that's
that
a
doesn't-
piece of it
no
too.
justification laying on the ground.
maintenance. Yeah.
It's the Sauk River Watershed District as well. They should have had a permit through them.
I don't know.
I believe probably is if it's down there, but.
Do we know which lake it's on?
Maple.
Maple Lake,
Oh,
yep.
yeah, Sauk River then. Yep.
So
Right,
they should
Randy,
be
Maple,
involved.
it says Maple Lake Pick on it.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Okay, I didn't see that. Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks, Adam.
That's surprising, I didn't know there was that much, I guess there are a few spots on Maple Lake that have elevation like that, but that's, a lot of that's, but anyway, neither here nor there. Okay,
Yep.
I'll just go quick and then you can jump back in if you've got answers, okay? Thank you. So, you good, Randy? I'm sorry, you good?
I'm done.
Okay,
Thank
thank you.
you.
So September 17th, we had the opioid meetings, which we just voted on those funding sources, thank you. The 22nd was personnel, 26th was facilities. The same day, facilities was safety, which we're gonna talk about in the work session. Again, personnel, and then 10-1 was policy, which we're gonna talk about that also here in a second or two. And yeah, thank you, Commissioner Denny, for helping out with the extension. Yes, it's a great board. I love going to that one, so. Yeah, that's it for me. So before we have recess, we're gonna go back and circle back on the land use cannabis discussion that Adam did some research on. You're not winded, I know, you must not run up here.
No, I didn't run back up. I just added that line there under section C. So that
Cannabis
number, that dollar rate can be adjusted, but I just had to put that in there. This is the language from the statute 342.22, retailers, local registration and enforcement. Under registration fees, it says a local unit of government may impose an initial registration initial registration fee of $500 or up to half of the amount of the applicable initial license fee under section 34211, whichever is less. So the 500 would be the cap, or it would be less than that if it's half the applicable license fee under that other section, which I don't have in front of me, so the 500 would be the max. Further, it says local unit government may impose a renewal registration fee of up to $1,000 or up to half the amount of the applicable renewal license fee under that same section. So that's what caps us on that cannabis section of the 500 and 1,000. I apologize to those listening out there. Do I need to run through that again?
I mean, we're all here today. It'd be a lot easier to kind of get an idea what you think this number's the right number, because otherwise we're gonna have to Jackie, coordinate. I mean, again, on a 3,000 square foot facility, that permit is that'd be $3,000.
Yeah.
I did the math.
Basically, $1 per square foot.
I think we should be higher than that.
Yeah, so I mean, if it'd be
100 per 100? Or what did I say?
100 per,
Do you,
You were talking with.
1,000? No, we're gonna do it per 100 though. So
either
we
you
match
lower,
up.
either
yeah,
you hire,
yeah.
you know, you lower the square footage number or higher, increase the per
Like I
per
said.
square foot. I mean,
1,000 per 100?
1,000 per 100.
Yeah.
And that would be no
It's a
cap.
number.
It's a number.
That's a number, baby.
And there would be no maximum cap on that.
we would not put a
It's
cap on it.
it's a one-time deal, though.
Yeah.
Pick back what you like, yep.
So, I mean, you know, to open up business in Todd County in this field, you're gonna, you know,
You have to put in investment.
you gotta want it.
I mean, the
Right.
cost to the county, the sheriff's department cost, I mean, their planning and zoning cost.
And you know, our county taxpayers that have to deal with this in their backyard are gonna benefit from this too. More revenue into Todd County is it comes back to them as maybe a lesser levy or things like that. So, I mean, anything we can do to help with that.
So this will apply to commercial and industrial only. The retail is different, right?
I would lump that all together.
Everything comes together. So
Yep.
if you open up a retail smoke shop, this is the number.
Whatever that rate is. Any cannabis business.
Any cannabis
$10,000
business.
resale.
Yep.
Wow, that's
The only other comment, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday is our fall P and Z conference. So that is a piece that I could maybe, see what other counties are, because none of their fee schedules are posted for next year. I couldn't bounce ideas off them, but maybe I could gather some information between now and then on what other counties are charging, get some ideas from that. Otherwise, we'll do $1,000 per 100 square feet at the moment.
I mean,
And that
that's
can
a
be-
number I'm throwing out there. If anybody else has got something to kick back and have it different, I'm fine with that too. We can go 500,
Well,
we can do whatever, I don't
I
care.
would say this, that'll definitely make a potential manufacturer, whatever you wanna call them, think about, okay, maybe my land's cheaper here, but that's got this permit deal. I'd really would rather move it to somewhere else.
Put some skin in the game.
That's what I'm
That's what I'm
saying.
looking at.
That's
I mean,
what I'm saying.
If they wanna
You
do it
definitely
right,
have-
they gotta do it right.
You got definitely have skin in the game now, so. I have no problem leaving it where, like has been suggested, at $1,000 per 100 square feet.
All right, we'll move forward from there. If I have any red flags that pop up about that being the fee, I'll relay that message. Otherwise, that's what we'll be prepared for
Okay,
21st.
well, thanks for rushing up and doing that, appreciate it.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Adam.
you bet.
Can I get a motion to recess?
I'll make the motion.
Commissioner Denny's got the motion,
Well, second.
seconded by Bar, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Okay, we'll recess, come back to work session here in a couple minutes.
Adam, did you get the fees between the?
Pretty-
February, perfect.
Okay, ready to roll?
Oh, my inbox
Let's
is
get
in
involved,
14.
let's get it started on our work session agenda. Today, it's, again, it's Tuesday, October 7th, 2025. It's 10:28 a.m. And we've got 3 items to discuss at this point. First item will be Commissioner contact information and public safety consideration. It says commissioners. Am I supposed to talk about this? I mean, I know I brought it up, but.
Yeah, well, and Commissioner Byers, when you had asked about it, because I think there's been some conversation about it at some of our AMC conferences among commissioners and just some shared information across the state with boards and concerning safety. I did reach out to AMC, Julie Ring, to find out what their take is on it. And they referred me to their technology policy analyst. He basically said that right now, his read would be that we could pull down home addresses and phone numbers off the website of county commissioners. However, they could definitely, they're public data, so for data requests, they would have to be provided. He didn't feel that we could pull anything off of GIS property records. The only people that have that legally able to be pulled right now are judges' officials' names. Down the road, it may encompass more than judges, but right now it isn't. Legislators are asking for that as well. Theirs has not been approved yet either legally. So again, their take at AMC is we could pull it off website.
Okay. Well, I guess context-wise, at the Alexandria last gathering for the commissioners, a Benton County commissioner was, had a constituent upset about one of the decisions that the board had made and left multiple voicemails saying that the constituent was going to come and inflict bodily harm upon this commissioner. And then the last voicemail this constituent left said, I do know where your family and your children, I know where you live, I know your wife and your children too. We crossed a pretty bad line where now that constituent is facing a gross misdemeanor. But, you know, it's a kind of a charged world we live in today. And people get their addresses, they get doxxed, I think is what they call it, doxxed, right? Where you say your child goes to whatever. And so I wanted to have some idea of what was available to us if it came to that point.
And I asked Lisa to be here just because we're getting ready to launch our new website for Todd County. So in case there was conversation about maybe not listing address and phone numbers, but you also want to have availability. So
Yeah.
I you know.
I get that, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I mean, personally, I guess if you had someone that was threatening you or, you know, had talked about you or your family, I guess we'd probably call law enforcement, be the first thing we would do, and then let law enforcement deal with it.
And I think that, you know, in today's day and age, I can find out where you live, Bob, anytime. Yeah. It's a Google search. It's not a big phone numbers or personal phone numbers. Yeah, I keep that off the site, but like, I'm fine with that. But like our commissioner phones and whatnot. Mm-hmm.
I do know,
I can block your number.
commissioners, that the recorder's office for a few years has been dealing with the Daniels Law, and that's keeping public data. It was for judges, attorneys, off of the public records as far as their real estate even. And now it's a big conversation in the auditor-treasurer world, and it's called the judicial law that we're looking at. And that would be keeping records like your voter's registration and working in that world. So this has been talked about for a long time. It's not something new, but I totally agree that maybe the website should, and you can research, I get that, but maybe the website should just be your county address here, as if you would have an office here like us, and your cell phone for the county.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, we're talking about this now, but I mean, there are a lot, not every constituent out there knows to go look in GIS to find out.
The other thing is not all of us have county cell phones. Some of us just have our personal cell phone.
Oh.
And like you said, you could find, like if they wanted to find Bob Byers, they could find me on
send an
Facebook.
email.
Send me a message on Facebook or something if I don't have a public profile. So.
And I have a landline, so I'm in the phone book. So It is what it is.
But I was just saying for the county website could read like my address because I take care of all your mail. And then it could just be attention Commissioner
mean,
Byers,
Yeah.
and then we could get
I
it to
think,
you.
I mean, for me personally, I'd rather have on the Todd County Public website,
Exactly.
my address should be this specific address, because this is where
It
I
would
get
be like
mail
if you had your
from a
office here.
county
Yeah.
standpoint, official business. I don't expect to get county mail at my home from a casino. They should mail me here.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, that's what for me personally, I'd like to have my address be here. So if you got your own opinions, you can talk to Lisa or Denise or Jackie, whoever, and that's all I want to talk about, so. Okay, agenda item 2, there's no further discussion. Agenda item 2 is our personnel policy update, section 7.25 of our safety committee. So we'll have Nellie.
All right, so at our last few safety committees, we've been having issues with who's truly on the committee, who's the representative from each part of the committee. Do we have enough for a quorum to even have a meeting? So the safety committee reviewed the members of the safety committee in the personnel policy and wanted to make some adjustments. For example, we no longer have separate public health and social services. They are all under HHS. So truly for HHS, there were, I think it was 4 positions listed where there were only actually 3 members. So that affected our quorum because one person was never there because there wasn't a 4th person. They also looked at, before it just said the courthouse, we specified to the historic courthouse because we feel there should be a representative from like assessors or planning and zoning or soil and water, those who are actually out in the field and have work comp injuries and have safety concerns when they're out viewing properties. So in front of you is the recommended changes from the safety committee, if anyone has feedback, and if we can take next steps to go to board to amend the policy.
So these numbers will give us ability to have
A quorum.
a quorum, exactly. So because we've had multiple times we've tried to meet and we just couldn't do it, you know?
Because we don't have a quorum.
No,
Yep.
and I think some of them didn't even know that they were even represented on there.
Right, and after, if policy gets changed, what I would do would be reach out to department heads and say, hey, can you have a conversation with, your floor, the courthouse, whoever it is, and see who wants to be the representative and who wants to be the alternate? And they need to communicate with each other. If one can't make it, then the assigned alternate should try to attend.
Nellie, Mike has always been kind of the chair of this emergency management.
Yep.
Is he, or is emergency management listed, or is that under law enforcement, or what's going on there?
Good catch, Barb.
That is a great, yeah.
Yeah.
We probably
He
just
should-
made the big assumption that the emergency manager was there, but it's actually not listed.
He's the chair of the committee, so I will fix that and add emergency management in there.
Okay.
And I just spoke with Nellie after the safety committee, because I've never been on it, and I just felt that I would volunteer to be on there only for the due fact that when you talk about safety issues, I'm the one filing the
Yeah,
MCIT
you do all
reports.
the insurance filing.
And then a lot of the safety questions do get called to me when they're out in the public. They'll call me if there's issues out there. I don't know why, but they do, and that's okay. And then I direct them where they need to talk to. And I've also had issues with individuals that needed assistance after hours. So I just felt that it would be advantageous for having me on there. But I mean, I don't need to, that's totally up to you guys, but that was my take on this list.
Do you feel that historic courthouse one?
Well, I think she wants.
Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of what the committee talked about, because administration handles all the first report of injuries, all the work comp, all the safety reporting,
There's the
OSHA
reporting side of
reporting.
it, and there's
Yes.
the operations side, which are.
Yeah, so Denise is the holder of all the MCIT policies.
Right.
but administration specifically deals with the work comp, the safety, the OSHA.
The other thing with the listing of the two commissioner board members, usually, this meeting is Friday right after our facility meeting, so usually the two commissioners that sat on facility were the two that sat on the safety committee. Because there's one meeting, we just go into the next meeting.
There was also discussion on potentially changing meeting times and dates, because like, say, during summer hours, Public Works, they're 4:10s. So whoever the representative from Public Works is normally not here because they're not working.
Their secretaries or everybody for Public Works, no one's?
No, but the
There on-
individual who is on the committee, who is, you know, kind of boots on the ground, has safety concerns or hazards, is a 4:10 individual in the summer.
Although he hasn't really been there, right?
Well, Lauren sits on the facility.
Yeah, Lawrence is on facilities, and I think he's just been hanging out. Didn't he hang out last week, after safety, or did he leave?
I don't think he attends safety.
Well, that's
Yeah.
not, I mean, that's just a discussion point. I mean, we haven't changed that it's Fridays on facilities. I like the Fridays on facilities myself, just because you're there and you get it done right after
Right.
that. Because if you're here, you might as well get much done as you can, even though it's a Friday,
Yeah.
so.
Any other comments, changes, other than adding emergency management?
So do you want to rephrase it as members of the safety committee include, but not limited to a representative from each one? So like Denise could be a member of it? Do we need to add that?
I mean, we can add specifically the auditor treasurer if you want.
I think that would be a good idea. I do, to add that, the auditor treasurer.
Throw that in as a
Because you
one?
sit on facilities anyway,
Yep.
the auditor treasurer does.
Right.
But I think we have to keep it low enough numbers that we get a quorum.
That's the problem,
We can
yeah.
eat.
So, I guess my question would be then, do you want to specifically call out the auditor treasurer? Or do you want to list like historic courthouse, you know, lower level?
I think it specifically auditor treasurer department because they're the ones that are taking the incidents and
Well,
reporting
I
them to
take the
He
incidents.
takes the incidents.
I take all the incidents, OSHA,
Okay,
I do all
yeah.
the safety reporting for
MCIT
MCIT.
side.
She's just the holder of all the policies.
Right.
So I do all the reporting and everything, and administration submits it. I'm in contact with MCIT. If there's issues with attorneys, whatever, I get the letters.
Well, we don't
And I get on
have
the back end of
specific,
it.
we don't have specific titles here, we have specific
No, that's why I
departments.
was wondering.
But just
do
make
we-
it auditor, treasurer, department, whatever you want to call it.
Okay,
Department, so it can be a deputy, it could
You know,
be,
Right.
Right. It could be.
yeah.
a
that's why I
deputy.
was wondering if you wanted to, like, and I can bring this back to safety, like, if they wanted someone from, say, planning and zoning, soil and water, who's out in the field, if you wanted to do, you know, main level, lower level of historic courthouse, because you're kind of double.
I mean, right now, on the safety committee, it's pretty much all department heads. We don't
No.
have, no?
Not on,
Who,
not on safety.
No. We
okay.
have, Public Works who's not, we have Solid Waste who's not, we have two from HHS. Mike, EM, so about half and half.
Okay.
They just aren't here, they're not coming.
6, 7, 8.
And some of it's, you know, department heads not coming too, it's not.
No one wants to work on Friday.
It would probably be a good idea to have lower level, because you do have two departments down there that go out in the field. That's just my suggestion.
Right, that's why I didn't know if we wanted to do, instead of putting auditor treasurer, put, you know, historic courthouse, main level, historic courthouse, lower
It
level.
shouldn't be any different than like, when I couldn't make extension, I asked someone in my department, which is the fellow commissioners, to help me out, and Tim stepped up, or if Barb wants something, you know, Public Works,
Absolutely.
if Adam or Joe or Fred or Susie can't make it, then
Have
One-
someone from their department
One of
come.
the, I mean, that's what it boils down to is.
Right, and that's why I want to
Respect the position and go to the meetings.
work with department heads to, okay, we want a defined list, like this is your first, this is your number one person, who's your alternate? Just like you commissioners have, if someone can't make it, then,
And like we talked about, I don't know, was it facilities or safety, but we talked about, or maybe it's personnel policy. Anyway, if you're the designated E or you're, at the end of the day, the department head is the person that needs to make this stuff happen, help us make it happen. So if your whatever is gone, you gotta have coverage. You figure it out. We're paying people lots of money to run these departments. So step up and do your job.
so then, do you want me to change historic courthouse to main level and lower level, so that there's someone from Denise's floor, and then someone from planning and zoning and soil and water?
Well, but Denise's floor is not, that's assessed,
Right, but
so auditor, treasurer.
Denise can be the representative for that. Because then that opens it, if Denise or Jolene are gone, an assessor who's out in the field could come to the meeting, whereas her staff who are in-house wouldn't have as many safety concerns.
I'm not hung up on the wording, just make sure that people are doing that. If it has to be spelled specific to auditor, treasurer, or you want to do a lower level, I'm not up in arms about it.
Yeah, I like the Friday meeting. I do. And, you know, their work week is Monday through Friday, so.
Yeah.
I don't think why Friday should be excluded.
Okay, so what would you guys like me to do from here?
I think we should do the main level, lower level, historic courthouse.
Do you want me to make
One
those?
and one.
Do you want me to make those corrections and bring it back to board, or bring it back to work session?
I think just make them and bring it to board.
Bring it aboard.
Bring it to board.
Bring it to board.
Three changes.
Clean it up, bring it next board.
Yep.
Make it clean.
And get EM, yeah, get EM
And
on
that's
there.
odd, because that was never in the original one either.
Okay, great. Got it? Got your marching orders?
Yep.
Hee-hoo. All right. Work session, item number 3 is deferred compensation plan vendor discussion.
Yes, so currently the county offers employees 457B deferred compensation plans with 3 different vendor options. After reviewing our processes and experiences, we have found that MSRS, Minnesota State Retirement System, and Nationwide provide us with the strongest systems and the greatest reliability. Their platforms allow us to manage contributions directly to ensure accuracy in reporting and provide employees with clear and consistent support. To best serve both the county and our employees, we are recommending that we focus exclusively on MSRS and Nationwide moving forward. This will allow us to streamline our process, strengthen oversight, and ensure employee contributions are managed properly. Our proposal is to transition to only offering MSRS and Nationwide as options, with contributions ending to Wenzel Financial after December 31st, 2025. Discussion, thoughts, recommendations?
If I.
Yeah.
I believe that most counties are going with, not with the state plan, but with other vendor.
No, most have MSRS,
Okay, they
Yep.
do. Okay.
yeah. Some just have one and it's just MSRS, but most of them have MSRS and Nationwide.
Okay.
So how many do we have on that other one? Quite a few. Utilizing it, or
You're talking about the Wenzel one?
Wenzel, yeah.
Probably less than 10, I would say.
Less than 10 employees we have using it out of our 250.
They're really bad at customer service.
Well, I understand. I get that. I'm just saying, how many people are we inconveniencing now too that they have to switch? I thought,
Yeah, I get it.
Well, they wouldn't have to switch, they could leave their money there if they want.
well, they leave it there, but they wouldn't contribute to their payroll here. It would-
right.
They can do it on their own outside though.
For
So if
sure.
they wanted to stay with them, they could take their,
Well, they wouldn't be able to contribute to a 457. They'd have to change it to something else.
oh, it'd have to be.
Roll it over to a
different
Roth or
contribution.
something.
Right, but they can continue to work with them.
Whatever, yeah, got it.
Yes.
They could-
Definitely.
They've got a wonderful relationship. Go ahead, keep it going.
Yeah, keep your relationship with them, but we're not gonna assist it.
Yep.
Right?
That's probably how I should have phrased
Yeah.
it. Thank you. I'm in full support of that MSRS and the other one.
Nationwide.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, make it simpler, easier.
Okay, all right, so then,
Betty, you were? Okay, yeah, we got heads shot in here.
okay.
Heads
If
nodding.
okay, then we'll bring a resolution to next board meeting to make this change.
Giddy up.
Does our resolution have to say that we're dropping Wenzel, or can we just say we're moving forward with the two?
We would have to specify, I'm assuming that we are ending we are no longer allowing contributions past December 31st. And that with all, we could just state all other vendors, we won't
As
have
of
to.
December 31st, we will.
The only-
The only vendors we're offering at 457B
Yep.
are Nationwide and,
Yep,
Then notify the 10 or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
And notify the 10 that they're.
Okay.
My question would be, is the administration office going to help those 10 employees or however convert their money? I mean, if they wanted to?
they would have to work with Wenzel's to do a rollover. I would have to sign off on the documents, but as far as helping them, they would have to work with Eric Wenzel to do that transition.
Are you one of the 10?
I've been here a long time.
Sorry.
Just asking.
Driving. Okay,
Okay.
good question. We're good then? You guys got it figured out?
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Yeah, thank you all.
Okay, at this point, we can be on our way, huh?
Hammer down.
Hammer down.